Hey guys, welcome back to Three House of Terror. You guys are watching this video on November the 17th. Yes, this is for November the 17th. I hope you all are doing well tonight, whatever it is you guys are doing. And I hope you all are having an amazing night, whatever it is you guys are doing. For my November 17th video, I'm going to be telling you guys 3 scary night shift stories. Yes, I'm going to be telling you guys 3 scary night shift stories. So yeah, that's what tonight's video is going to be. 3 scary night shift stories. And I almost ran out of stories to tell, but I finally thought of the perfect video for tonight. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys 3 scary night shift stories. But anyway, without further ado, let's get started with tonight's video. Story number 1. There was a 21-year-old girl who was working the night shift at Target. So yeah, she was working the night shift at Target, putting things on the shelves and at the food aisles and in the freezer aisles too. While she was putting stuff on the shelves and at the food section, she suddenly heard a weird sound. She thought that somebody needed some help. She looked around to see if anybody was there, but nobody was not there. So she got back to working the night shift at Target. As she's putting stuff on the food shelves, she hears the weird sound again, but nobody was still not there. She said, "Hello, is anybody there? Do you need help?" She said, but nobody would not answer. So she went to every aisle, putting food on it. But she suddenly again hears the weird sound. So she went to a section to find somebody to see if they needed help. Suddenly she sees a man standing in one of the aisles. And she asked her if she asked him if he needed help with anything, but for some reason he would not respond to her. He asked her again. She asked him again if he need help with anything, but he still would not reply back to the girl. When she asked him for a third time if he needed some help with anything, he did not respond to her, and he suddenly walked out of Target. This was giving the 21-year-old girl the creeps. So yeah, it was creeping her out so much. So she was almost done working the night shift, and she told her boss on the phone what happened. Yeah, she was calling him to tell him what happened whenever she was working the night shift at Target. So she did call her boss on the phone and told him there was a strange man at Target who would not answer her questions, and he walked out the store. It made her feel so creeped out, and there was something not right about this man whenever he was inside Target with the 21-year-old girl. So yeah, she finally went back home because she was done working the night shift. Yeah, the 21-year-old girl went back home because she was done working the night shift at Target that night. And she never saw that man ever again. She could not stop thinking about what happened at Target when she was working the night shift. And she could not get no sleep. She could not get no sleep that night while she was at home. Yeah, she could not get no sleep that night because of what happened when she was working the night shift at Target. But she never saw that man ever again. So yeah, that's pretty creepy. Really creepy. Okay, story number 2. There was 2 boys who was working the night shift at Sam's Club. They were all by themselves, working the night shift. One of the boys was in the food section putting stuff on the shelves while the other boy was working in the electronic section. When the boy was working at the food section, he suddenly hears a weird sound. He thought it was his friend, but no, it wasn't him. And he went to his friend and asked him, did he make that noise? And he said, what are you talking about? He said he heard a weird noise. But nobody was not there. It was only them all by themselves at Sam's Club. So they got back to work in the sections, but suddenly he heard the weird sound, and he heard like it was someone. Sorry, I thought I heard a weird noise. It sounded like somebody was giggling in the other section. He thought it was his friend messing with him, but no, it wasn't him. So yeah, he heard someone what sounded like giggling. So yeah, it sounded like somebody was giggling in one of the other sections, so he went to go check. Yeah, he went to go check, and he suddenly saw a girl. And she was just standing there for some reason, which was kind of creepy. She was just standing there. He asked her if she needs help with finding anything, but she would not reply back to him. And he asked her, is everything okay? Still, she would not reply back to her. She would not reply back to him. Sorry, I keep on hearing weird sounds. So he asked her a 3rd time if she needs some help. She still did not respond. She was just standing there. And he asked her a 4th time. And this time he said, are you okay? Yeah, this time he said, are you okay? But she still did not say nothing back. She was just standing there, not saying nothing. Suddenly, she walked out of the store. She walked out of Sam's Club. And he was so creeped out. He went to go tell his friend who was working with him about the strange girl he saw. So he was telling him that there was a strange girl who would not answer him. Yeah, he was telling her that he saw a strange girl and she would not answer him, so they were almost done working the night shift at Sam's Club. So they had a little bit more work to do before they headed back home. When they finally headed back home, the boy could not stop thinking about what he had seen at Sam's Club. Yeah, he could not stop thinking about what he saw. So he was at home that night, and he couldn't stop thinking about what he saw that night while he was working the night shift at Sam's Club with his friend. Yeah, he was still scared of what happened at Sam's Club whenever he was working the night shift. But he never saw that strange girl ever again. Yeah, he was still afraid of what happened whenever he was working the night shift at Sam's Club. But good thing he never saw that strange girl ever again. Okay, number 3. There was a woman who was working the night shift at Walmart. Yeah, there was a woman who was working the night shift at Walmart. So yeah, while she was working the night shift at Walmart, she suddenly hears a weird sound. She thought somebody needed some help. So yeah, she heard a weird sound like somebody needs some help with anything. So she went to go see if anybody needs some help. But there was no one there. She was there all by herself. But again, she heard the weird sound again. But nobody was not there. It was just her all by herself. Yeah, nobody was not there with her. It was just her all by herself. And she still would not stop hearing the weird sound while she's working the night shift at Walmart. And it was almost time for her to go home. She had a little bit more work to do before she headed back home that night. Finally, she was heading back home. So, she was heading back home to her husband and kids. When she made it back home, she told her husband and kids what happened whenever she was working the night shift at Walmart. She was telling her husband she kept on hearing a creepy sound. Yeah, she kept on hearing a creepy sound whenever she was working the night shift at Walmart. So yeah, her husband was telling her that everything was going to be okay and she was finally back home. So yeah, that night while she was at home with her husband and kids, she was still scared of the weird sounds she heard at Walmart whenever she was working the night shift. But it never happened to her anymore. Yeah, she never had that experience anymore. So yeah, she never had that experience at Walmart ever again whenever she was working the night shift. But the woman was still scared of the weird sounds that she heard whenever she was working the night shift at Walmart, but she never heard those sounds at Walmart anymore. Yep, she never heard them at Walmart anymore. Okay, I'm gonna end this video because my phone is about to go dead. So that was 3 scary night shift stories. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, give me a big old thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it. And subscribe to my channel if you guys haven't already, so you guys don't miss a new video I post every single week. And thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. And as always, stay creepy.